Good afternoon. I never thought I'd say this, but what a relief the drop in temperature was this week. The UK had a scorcher of a weekend, with London hitting 33 degrees. So it's 12:30 in the afternoon here. I'm Hannah Scanlan, manager at People2People UK and your host of P2P Live. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn and Twitter, so don't forget to follow us. So on today's show, we are going to be going through the stat of the week, the hot jobs across UK, New Zealand and Australia. And we will take a look at a conversation between Mark Smith and Natalie Clark to discuss a recent survey that revealed the top mistakes employers should avoid when onboarding a new starter. And of course, we'll head over to our social media poll results. So let's head straight on over to our employment stat of the week. So this week we are looking at the gender pay gap, and among full-time employees, the gender pay gap in April 2022 was 8.3%, an increase from 2021 at 7.7%, but dropping from 9% back in 2019. There is a big difference in the gender pay gap between those aged over 40 years and those under. And in temporary work, higher earners experience a much larger difference in hourly pay between genders, whereas lower hourly rates appears to be more streamlined. And the group to experience the most significant fall since pre-COVID times were senior execs. And that's it for Stat of the Week. Let's look at our hot jobs for the week. So our first job this week is a paralegal within the construction industry. This is based in the City of London, between £33,000 and £40,000 per year. So you're going to be conducting thorough legal research to assist attorneys. You're also going to be managing and organising construction litigation and arbitration case files. You do need a bachelor's degree and or a paralegal certificate from an accredited institute to apply. But if you're interested, please do get in contact. Contact details are on screen. The next position is a projects, energy and infrastructure associate in London, paying between £108,000 and £125,000 per year. You're going to be providing legal advice and support to clients on construction-related projects, and you do need to be a qualified lawyer with relevant experience in dealing with PFI and PPP projects. Liz Jones is managing this role, and her contact details are on screen for you to get in touch. Let's head on over to the other side of the world to take a look at our jobs from New Zealand. The job in New Zealand this week is a night manager based in Auckland CBD. You'll be earning $29 per hour plus 8% holiday pay. You'll be responsible for security checks in and around the building, customer support and queries, and monitoring CCTV footage. So if you're interested, please do contact Shav Neil. His contact details are on screen. Next, we're going to head over to look at our Australian job of the week and then straight over to Mark Smith to talk about the mistakes to avoid when onboarding new employees.
Hi, Demi here from People2People Recruitment. We are recruiting for a temporary assistant accountant to become a valuable addition to our clients' Inner West team. Join our dynamic client within their innovative team and play a part in the achievements of a prominent organisation specialising in organic and natural products here in Australia. With a rich history spanning several decades, they cater to various retail outlets, both local and global, across multiple regions also. This role is initially a 5-week temporary role with the view to go temporary to permanent. It is required to be in the office 5 days per week. There is on-site parking also provided. In this role, you'll report to the financial controller and play a pivotal role in their finance team. You'll focus on accounts payable, debt collections, bank reconciliations, and weekly reportings. Key responsibilities are, but not limited to, daily bank reconciliations, debt reports, credit control, cash and cheque payments, accounts payable, accounts receivable, and account inquiries. To be considered for this role, you should have 2 years experience in accounts receivable, debt collections, or accounts payable. A background in the food industry is a bonus. Strong problem-solving skills are always a must, and excellent communication, negotiation, and PC skills. SAP or similar systems experiences are an advantage. Should you be interested in this role, please contact me on 0282 709 787 or email me on demi@people2people.com.au for a confidential conversation. Thank you.
Now, a lot of people think that once you make the offer, the person has accepted the job, that the work is done. Well, it's not, and there are a lot of mistakes that are made when you're onboarding. And so I thought I'd have a quick chat to Bella from our Sydney office, and Bella's got a few tips for people about these mistakes. Tell us more.
Thanks, Mark. Effective onboarding is crucial for new employee integration and long-term success within a company. Employers often make critical mistakes that can impact a new staff member's productivity and their morale. People2People conducted a poll asking job seekers what they would consider to be a bad onboarding experience when joining a new company, and these were the results. So firstly was a lack of orientation. So new hires need to ensure they have a comprehensive introduction to a company's culture, their policies, procedures, and their job responsibilities. Without this, often a staff member can feel lost and unprepared in their new role. Second was poor communication. So employees need to make sure that they're setting clear expectations, timelines, and maintaining an open line of communication. This will prevent any confusion or frustration for a new staff member. Things like regular check-ins, and open lines of communication can help address any questions or concerns that a new staff member might have. And thirdly was a rushed onboarding process. So onboarding a staff member too quickly or rushing this process can overwhelm them, and this can lead to future mistakes. A structured onboarding timeline is essential to allow a new employee to acclimate to their new role.
Yeah, it definitely gives people a lot of comfort, doesn't it? Even just a list of this is what's going to happen when you get there on your first day. What about general advice? Have you got any general advice for people in their onboarding?
Yeah, for sure. In general, employees need to recognise that the onboarding period is really not a one-size-fits-all process. Customising the onboarding experience to each employee's background and their needs is really important in ensuring a staff member feels like they belong in their new team.
Yeah, fantastic. All right. Well, Bella, I know I'll let you go because the weather is just too good outside at the moment. And it's going to be a good weekend. So enjoy yours, and hopefully we'll see you again on P2P Live soon.
Thank you very much to Mark and Bella. Now we're going to head over to last week's social media poll results. So we asked you, how much do you rely on automation AI in your current job? I depend on it frequently, I occasionally use it, or not at all. And 75.5% of you said not at all, really interestingly. So what are we going to ask you next week? We're going to ask, have you had a bad onboarding experience at a new job that led you to resigning soon after? So following on from Mark and Bella's conversation, we'd love to know your thoughts on this. So that's it for this week's P2P Live. Thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions, as always, please do comment and we will get back to you. Otherwise, we will see you next week. Thank you very much.